From the ghostly beacons of the anglerfish to the ballooning jaws of the gulper eel, ancient frilled sharks and armored isopods roam the abyss. Step with us into Earth's final frontier, where evolution made monsters. The deep ocean remains Earth's final frontier, a realm more mysterious than outer space itself. Scientists estimate we've explored less than 5% of our planet, is oceans, leaving vast territories completely unknown to human eyes. In these crushing depths, where sunlight has never penetrated and pressure can exceed 1,000 times that at sea level, creatures have evolved that seem pulled from our darkest nightmares. These are not extinct animals we're hoping to rediscover. These are living monsters, thriving right now in the abyss beneath our feet, and recent deep sea expeditions continue to reveal just how terrifying our planet's hidden realms truly are. Moving to our first creature, the anglerfish represents nature's most sinister predator. Measuring up to 3 feet in length and weighing nearly 50 pounds, these grotesque hunters have mastered the art of deception in absolute darkness. The female anglerfish, significantly larger than her male counterpart, dangles a bioluminescent lure from her forehead like a fisherman's rod. This glowing appendage, called an esca, contains millions of light-producing bacteria that create an irresistible beacon in the pitch-black depths. Marine biologists have documented anglerfish at depths exceeding 13,000 feet, where the pressure would instantly crush any surface-dwelling creature. Their massive jaws can unhinge to swallow prey twice their own size, while razor-sharp teeth curve inward, ensuring no victim ever escapes once captured. Research teams using deep-sea submersibles report encountering these creatures in the Mariana Trench and Puerto Rico Trench, where their ghostly lights create an otherworldly spectacle. The anglerfish's reproductive cycle adds another layer of horror to their existence. The tiny male permanently fuses to the female's body, becoming nothing more than a sperm-producing organ. Maybe the anglerfish is simply an efficient predator adapted to harsh conditions. Or maybe it represents something far more nightmarish lurking in our planet's darkest corners. Our next deep-sea monster defies all logic with its incredible anatomy. The gulper eel, scientifically known as Europharynx pelicanoides, stretches up to 4 feet in length, but appears to be mostly mouth. This bizarre creature can unhinge its massive jaws to create a throat cavity larger than its entire body, allowing it to consume prey much larger than should be physically possible. Deep-sea researchers first discovered gulper eels in the late 1800s. But modern expeditions continue to reveal new behaviors and adaptations. Their stomach can stretch like a balloon, expanding to accommodate enormous meals that must sustain them for months in the food-scarce deep ocean. Marine biologists report encountering gulper eels at depths between 3,000 and 10,000 feet throughout the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Their whip-like tail ends in a photophore, a light-producing organ that scientists believe serves as both a lure and a communication device. Recent footage from remotely operated vehicles shows gulper eels performing intricate swimming patterns, possibly mating rituals never before witnessed by humans. The creature's ability to dislocate its jaw and expand its body creates a truly alien appearance that challenges our understanding of vertebrate anatomy. Maybe the gulper eel is simply maximizing feeding efficiency in a sparse environment. Or maybe evolution in the deep ocean produces monsters that break every rule we thought we knew about life on Earth. The next creature takes deep-sea horror to an entirely different level with its alien appearance and massive size. Giant isopods, reaching lengths of 20 inches and weighing up to 3.5 pounds, resemble enormous pill bugs or roly-polies from a science fiction nightmare. These armored scavengers patrol the ocean floor at depths between 500 and 7,000 feet, feeding on dead whales, fish, and squid that drift down from surface waters. Their segmented exoskeleton provides protection from the crushing pressure, while their compound eyes, each containing nearly 4,000 individual lenses, detect the faintest traces of light in the eternal darkness. Japanese researchers have extensively studied giant isopods in laboratory settings, documenting their ability to survive without food for over 5 years. This incredible starvation resistance allows them to wait motionless on the seafloor until a large carcass provides a feast worth the energy expenditure. Deep-sea expeditions regularly encounter giant isopods in the Gulf of Mexico, where oil rig cameras capture footage of these creatures swarming around bait drops like underwater locusts. Their powerful claws can tear through tough skin and shells, while their 4 sets of jaws methodically process even the most decayed organic matter. Marine biologists consider giant isopods living fossils, virtually unchanged for millions of years of evolution. Maybe giant isopods are simply efficient recyclers keeping the deep ocean clean. Or maybe they represent an ancient form of life that predates most creatures we consider normal, thriving in conditions that would kill everything else. Our fourth monster combines beauty and terror in equal measure, creating one of the most haunting sights in the deep ocean. The vampire squid, despite its fearsome name, measures only 6 inches in length but possesses capabilities that seem supernatural. This deep-sea cephalopod can turn itself completely inside out, transforming from a graceful swimmer into a spiky ball covered in protective spines. Its name comes from the dark web of skin connecting its 8 arms, resembling a vampire's cloak when spread wide. Marine researchers have documented vampire squid at depths between 2,000 and 4,000 feet in oxygen minimum zones where most other animals cannot survive. Their large blue eyes, proportionally the largest of any animal on Earth, gather what little light penetrates to these depths. When threatened, vampire squid produce clouds of bioluminescent mucus that confuse predators while they escape into the darkness. Their unique feeding strategy involves eating marine snow, a mixture of dead plankton and organic debris that constantly rains down from the surface waters above. Scientists using deep-sea cameras have captured vampire squid performing elaborate displays, spreading their cloak-like arms while pulsing with bioluminescent patterns that create an almost hypnotic effect. Recent DNA analysis reveals vampire squid represent an entirely separate evolutionary lineage from both squid and octopuses. Maybe vampire squid are simply elegant filter feeders adapted to low-oxygen environments. Or maybe they represent something far more ancient and mysterious, a living connection to evolutionary paths we never imagined possible. The final creature in our journey to the ocean's darkest depths represents a living fossil that has remained virtually unchanged for millions of years. The frilled shark, measuring up to 6.5 feet in length, appears to have swum directly from prehistoric nightmares into modern deep-sea cameras. Scientists consider this primitive predator one of the most ancient shark species still alive today, with a body plan that predates most modern fish by hundreds of millions of years. Its distinctive frilled gills, arranged in 6 pairs along its serpentine neck, give this creature its common name while highlighting its primitive anatomy. Deep-sea research vessels have encountered frilled sharks at depths exceeding 5,000 feet in waters around Japan, Norway, and New Zealand. Their flexible spine and eel-like swimming motion allow them to navigate tight spaces. In underwater canyons and seamounts where they hunt for squid and deep-sea fish, the frilled shark's jaw structure represents a marvel of prehistoric engineering, with 300 needle-sharp teeth arranged in 25 rows, perfectly designed for grasping slippery prey in the darkness. Recent genetic analysis suggests frilled sharks have remained essentially unchanged for over 80 million years, surviving multiple mass extinction events that eliminated countless other species. Marine biologists studying frilled sharks report their slow metabolism and low energy requirements allow them to thrive in the deep ocean's sparse food environment. Their reproductive cycle involves an extremely long gestation period of up to 3.5 years, one of the longest known among vertebrates. Maybe frilled sharks are simply successful survivors that found their perfect niche millions of years ago. Or maybe they represent something even more profound, living proof that in the deep ocean's eternal darkness, time itself moves differently, and ancient monsters continue to thrive in ways we're only beginning to understand. These 5 creatures represent just a fraction of the monsters that call the deep ocean home. As technology advances and deep-sea exploration continues, marine biologists discover new species with increasing frequency, each one more bizarre and terrifying than the last. The deep ocean covers over 90% of our planet's living space, yet remains more mysterious than the surface of Mars. In these crushing depths where no human could survive unprotected, evolution has created monsters that challenge every assumption we hold about life on Earth. The next time you look out at a calm ocean surface, remember that beneath those peaceful waves lies a world of nightmares, where creatures of impossible design hunt in eternal darkness, and the deepest mysteries of our planet continue to unfold.